Macca, earlier today you said to me you had a bit of a hankering for hamburgers.
I did.
So we thought we'd posh it up, and instead of that we're going to do lamb sliders. First job, you need to rip open that one. So we need to be a little bit flexible because we're on the road. We couldn't find any lamb mince for these burgers, so instead we've got some kebabs. What we're going to do is we're going to coat them with a bit of special spice mix. Now, what's special about this spice mix,
Well,
Macca?
there's plenty special about that spice mix. I've been working with a rub company, a barbecue dry rub company, to come up with a range of barbecue rubs that are tasty to me and hopefully to you lot. And they'll be coming out soon. This is the last of the prototypes now. So what am I going to do, Robbie?
Righto, so what you're going to do is you are just going to coat it in that delicious special spice rub.
The
Now,
special spice rub,
Macca,
the great southern lamb.
That's right.
Did you see what we're doing here? We're taking a skewer and turning it into a little hamburger, which apparently Robbie tells me is called a slider.
Righto, you keep going on that. Now I'm going to start cutting up these tomatoes. Okie doke, so I am on the tomato, you are on the lamb, and we're right here standing in front of the Lotus Caravan, Macca.
Yes, I'll tell you what, it's been performing like a champion down here in Tassie, hadn't it?
Absolutely.
We have probably done more windy roads than the average person will do in a lifetime in the last couple, and this thing has followed us like a loyal staffy.
I like that.
That's what they do, they just follow you around.
Righto, so the grill is good to go.
The smoke coming off these. I know, that's where the flavour comes from. Gotta love cooking on charcoal.
Smells so good.
On with the tomatoes.
Please,
I'll
yes.
tell you what, I'm not even using the tongs today, I'm that confident.
And how long do you think on here, Macca?
I would say about 15 minutes, but perhaps a little less. That's fairly close to the charcoal. I reckon it'll cook along pretty nicely. We might throw the lid on actually and then speed up the process. We'll get back to you in a minute.
Can you do the honours?
Ah, the honours, of course.
And make sure that you chuck on the bread when you flip those burgers.
One should always look after their buns, I say, and a fine toasted bun, it doesn't get any better than. Again, I'll do the honours.
Please, yes. Oh, so good. Okay, I'm starving. You get the plate ready. I think I'm going to give you the bottom halves here.
Oh, nice buns.
Woohoo!
How did you come up with the idea for all these toppings for these little burgers, I call them?
Well, to be honest, they were ideas of convenience, but haven't they come together perfectly?
Absolutely. How good do they smell?
It smells really, really good.
What else do we put on here?
Well, I think we hit them with a little bit of that fresh red onion.
Righto, how much onion do you want?
Yeah, about that, I reckon.
Don't talk to me tonight after that.
Ooh.
Well,
Hit it with that barbecue sauce. I'm going to grab these buns.
why don't we put a little bit on each?
I like your style.
Righto.
Are you ready for these lids?
Oh, here, lid me up.
You might give them a little push down for me.
Oh, will I do that or not?
Now, what time is it, Macca?
Oh, what time is it? It's happy hour. Let's hook in. I reckon this is going to be fantastic.
Woo!
You can hold them up. I'm just going to eat them. See ya.
Macca,
Yes.
great one for the kids today.
Absolutely.
We've got some beef mince here, and of course, Macca's barbecue seasoning, the beef flavour. What can you tell me about this?
Well, look, the great thing about it is a beef rub, but you can use it just as spices and seasoning like we are today. Add it to whatever you... Ooh, look at that. It is beef. It'll go well in there. What are we actually putting together here, Robbie?
Well, we are putting together onion cups.
Right, because we forgot to bring the cups, correct?
Absolutely right.
It's when you're out and about on the road, you've actually got time to think outside of the square and create a few things that are a bit different to what you normally do. And as Robbie always says, I am a bit different.
Can you help me by firing up this while I clean this mincemeat off my
Absolutely.
hands?
Watch me fire this up as per instructions. What are we going to do next?
We're going to fry up this mince.
Excellent. So what we're actually trying to achieve here is we've got an onion and we've made little cups out of it. So we're going to brown this mince off, cook it up, put them in these little onion cups, and then we're going to put it over here on the grill, on the charcoal, or beside the charcoal. We're going to cook it using a method called indirect cooking.
Macca, while I'm just browning off this mince here, I'm actually going to get you to pop some of that aioli straight onto the mesclun lettuce.
All right, because as we know, everyone loves a salad, although we never, ever made friends eating salad, did we?
Can you hear that?
can
Starting
hear
to
it.
sizzle. So you are going to fill these cups.
Right, as they say, fill your cup. So what we're going to do, we're going to get this mince. I'll tell you what, Robbie, does this smell good? Or does this smell good?
So good.
I'll tell you what, I can do this without making a mess. I just don't want to do that today because I'm quite enjoying the mess side of it, you know. Now what we do from here is we're going to try and shift them without making any more mess, but I don't like our chances because I still run off the cup over. So we just sit them up there, as I said, not over the direct heat, because we just want to slowly bake those onions.
Macca, how long are you thinking you're going to keep them in there?
Well, I reckon it's going to be a bit of a suck it and see because we have just created this recipe, but I reckon around about 20 minutes. Let's come back then and have a look. There you go. Now, I like my onions a little bit crunchy still, so that's how I've cooked them, but they're yours. You cook them how you like. What do you reckon, Robbie?
They look great. Let's get stuck in.
You reckon? Oh, straight into it. Ooh. I notice how you bypass the salad.